Hey guys, I'm back. I wanted to do another video. I had a overwhelming response of people replying back to me. Actually booked several meetings with me on my calendar about an art or a video that I did. I think it was about last week about this USA Today article on the amount of money that you need to actually retire. And then here's an article that I've been posting for at least a couple years now, I think. And this Tim Parker, it was actually updated in 2024. And the article is just kind of, in essence, they just talk about what you need to retire. Basically, people aren't saving enough for their retirement. And so, I had a lot of people reply to me asking me questions about it, and or I actually had three people book a call with me, just basically asking me my opinion on the retirement, what I'm doing and things like that. And before anything else, I am not a CPA. I am not a financial planner. I am not an attorney. This is just what I do in my business for me and my family, for estate planning, retirement, and things like that. And what I would say is, you definitely need to get with a good CPA, financial planner, an attorney to plan all this out for you. Because it 100% makes a difference when you go to retire. So what I did was, and this was on the one call that I had, I just actually did this retirement calculator for him, just, when I was just live, we were just doing a Zoom call. And, I just walked through some numbers. And what you can do is you can actually look up the medium household income. And that's what this link is here. I'll make all this available. So if you guys want to, download this calculator, I mean, it's just a simple spreadsheet. And, there's nothing to it. And I'll go over the numbers so that way you'll understand it. And it shows the median income is like it's a little under 78. It's like 77,350. But I just rounded it up to 78,000. Inflation, current inflation right now is 3.2%. If we went back to the old ways on measuring inflation, it's way higher than the 3.2%. And you can 100% feel it at the gas pumps, when you go grocery shopping, milk, eggs, bread, just, those staples. They are definitely higher than what they were. And then inflation, what was it back in 2021, 22? It was something like 8%. So, and this is where you need to do systematic check-ins, either yourself or, with a financial planner or CPA, because this inflation it fluctuates right up and down. So whatever goal you have right now, and if it goes up, then you need to make sure you're accounting for that inflation for the next year. Just have systematic check-ins with your financial advisors. And so, like I said, I just used a 3.2% inflation rate, which is what it is right now. And then also, let's assume that you want to retire in 16 years. So there's this formula. It's future value and present value. Present value discounts it. Future value compounds it. And so, and that's all this future value is just taking this annual salary times 1 plus the percentage rate, the inflation rate, raised to, in this case, the 16th power. So it comes out to $129,113. So what that's telling you is 16 years from now, those dollars will equate to $78,000 today. So if you're accustomed to living on $78,000 annual salary, you will need to make $129,000 year after year, moving 16 years from now, moving forward from that point. And so another thing that I do was, it's like, okay, I know I need to make $129,000, but what can I do to ensure that I make that $129,000 moving forward? What can I do? What type of investment vehicles? So this is where I just simply took 4%. 4% is usually this number that you can use to safely withdraw money out of an account or something like that. And once again, you have to talk to your CPA and financial planner about this. So what I did was I just took this 113, divided that by 4%. So that's telling me that I need to have $3,227,823.42 in some type of investment vehicle that's going to earn me more than the 4%. So more 5%, 6%, 7%, something that's earning an above average return. And that's why I love these mortgage notes. When I invest in these mortgage notes, I call it mailbox money. So mortgage notes, and then I also invest in multifamily units. So that way I can ensure these high rates of return coming in. So I'm financially securing my retirement moving forward. But if you didn't have that, you would have to have something that you're invested in where you could take a 4% draw that's going to pay you $129,113. Now, with that, right, so 16 years from now, the inflation may go up, it may go down. And that's where you need to systematically check in with your financial planner and your CPA that they can help plan this. I love doing this stuff. Being an ex-engineer, I geek out over numbers. I geek out over spreadsheets. I'm a visual person. I like to see things in an Excel document and or drawn out, flown out in a flow diagram. That's why I like seeing this. So that way it gives me a goal that I can get to, right? So I just wanted to show you this calculator real quick. So if you are 16 years out, you'll need 3.2 million. What happens if you're 6 years out? You'll need 2.3 million. And you're like, well, why did it go down? You would think it would go up. It's the whole time value of money, right? Money is worth now more today than it is 6 years from now, 16 years from now, because 16 years out, there's a 10-year difference. That money is different. That value, that money, like 6 years from now versus 16 years from now, it's way different. And that's where this present or this future value takes that into account. And once again, you have to talk to a really good CPA and financial planner to help build this out. And so while I'm talking about this, I'll just jump over. And this is another thing that I talked to this gentleman about with Social Security. I'm 55, right? So I'm pretty close to retirement. So you can take out, and that's what I have here. If you were born before 1960, your full retirement is 66, while if you were born after 1960 or later, your retirement age is 67. So what I like about this Nerd wallet is they have a retirement calculator. Let me close that. It's really cool. So that way you can really figure out, estimate what you're going to be getting. So say my birthday was 01/01/1965. And I want early retirement. I do not want to wait till I'm 65 to retire or 70. And let's say, once again, my income is $78,000 and expected annual salary increase, 2%. That's high. I've seen it as low as 0.5%. So I'm just being generous with this 2%. So you would see that at age 62, your benefit that you're going to be paid out is $1,931.23 $1,900 a month, $23,000 annually, right? So, and if I just plug that in, I already have that in here. So $1,931 annually. And then there's another site that I absolutely love. It's called Acorn. And they, and when it comes to budgeting, you can get as detailed as hell with it. I like this rule just because it's simple, it's easy. 50-30-20. 50% of your needs, 30% of your wants, and 20% savings. So needs, mortgage, rent, utilities, phone bill, car payment, maintenance. 30% of your wants, entertainment, shopping, eating out, grooming, haircuts, maybe pedicures, manicures, and things like that. And then 20% of your savings, emergency funds, retirement accounts, kids' college tuition, down payment for another home. Things happen. Maybe, you want to downsize. Maybe you still have a mortgage on your home when you go to retire. More and more people are. It's not like the old times of, people just buying a house and then living in it and then paying it off. people live in it and then refinance, credit card debt, college tuition, they refinance it, they pay things off, they're not really saving. And so, and that's why I love this budget. And so when you come back to the Social Security, if you're strictly relying on Social Security and you didn't put anything aside, I mean, you're going from $78,000 a year to $23,172 annually. I mean, that is a significant haircut. Significant. And I mean, that's poverty. What is it? I think poverty is like $29,000 or so. Yeah, $29,960. And when you go from a $78,000 annual paycheck down to $23,000, you will 100% have to cut back. And that's why it's vitally important for you to work with a financial planner or CPA to help plan for retirement, to help to help account for your retirement age, and also figure out what you need to be putting in to, I'm 401ks. It's hit or miss with me, honestly. If you're working at a company and a company gives you matching, 100% do it. All day long, every day long, 100% do it. But I'm of the frame of mind, if you have access to a whole life insurance plan that they pay dividends, that you can just put an initial deposit into that of $10,000, and then immediately you can pull that money out within 30 days and start using that money to pay down debt, to pay to buy a new car. I mean, not for $10,000, right? But if you make another deposit of $10,000, then you're up to $30,000. Then you could pull that money out. You could borrow that money, and then you could pay yourself that money as opposed to paying, like a bank or some other third-party service. You pay yourself, and that grows your retirement. And that's why I really try to advocate on trying to plan things out, because time is going to go by so quick. I mean, I'm 55 years old, and I'm telling you, just like, I swear it felt like yesterday was just 10 years ago. I mean, it goes by in the blink of an eye, a snap of a finger. One day, you're in your 30s, and the next day you wake up, you're like, holy crap, I'm 55 or I'm 60, and I have 2 more years for retirement, or 7-9 more years for retirement, and then you're trying to figure out what to do, and that's why whenever I come across these articles, I love posting them. I love having conversations with people regarding this. And I was even I'm thinking about having a conversation, trying to set up a time with an individual that specializes in self-directed IRAs, on how if you're not using your self-directed IRA, you can loan that money out to somebody like me to buy these mortgage notes and get and earn an above average return. So that way, that'll help offset your retirement as well. So when you do go to retire, you're planning for it. And then oftentimes too, people make the mistake of not accounting for Uncle Sam getting their cut. When you withdraw that money, you will 100% have to pay taxes on it. You're either paying taxes now or you're paying taxes later, and they will get their cut, and you also have to take all that into account. And that's what I have, like these different scenarios, like 1 and 2. Maybe I'll get into that at a different time. Some of the coaching clients of mine will go over, what they're looking to make, and a lot of people fail to account for taxes and things like that, and like I said, Uncle Sam will always get his cut regardless, and you have to account for that. So in any event, I hope this makes a little sense to you. If not, please feel free to leave the comments in the comments section, or once again, my contact information is going to be at the end of this, or I'm sorry, it will be in the video description. So please feel free to email me, call me, or book a call with me, and we can just walk through these numbers. Or there are tons of financial calculators out there, retirement calculators that you can use, but they're all pretty much the same thing. This is just like a simplified version of it, where some of the more advanced ones that I've seen they'll ask you your current age, and then they'll go back in and look at all the calculations on whether you're born before 1960 and after 1960 to figure out your retirement age and things like that. Real simple. This just gives you a ballpark figure on something that you need to shoot for, and definitely get with a CPA or a financial planner to plan this out. But if you have any questions about this or anything else that I cover, please feel free to leave it in the comments section. Please feel free to reach out to me. As I said, my information will be in the description box. Email me, call me, or book a call with me. Hope you found this valuable, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.